Alright guys, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. So, we're down in the Copperland Catacombs, and we've already found a soul. Dead Initiate. As you approach the dead man, you can feel the faint traces of his soul lingering, a stunned uncertainty holding it in place. When you near without warning, the soul hurries towards you, as though you were a solitary light in the dank gloom of this place come to usher it away. Its essence invades your consciousness. You are in a different body now, walking deeper into the catacombs, cloaked in a dark robe with a mask pulled over your face. You're following a familiar path along the canal, heading to a room built around a statue of a figure wearing a robe much like yours. Others wait, clothed in hoods and shadows. Ahead is another figure dressed like you, traveling in the same direction. You don't know his name, and that's how it's supposed to be. Out of the darkness, something monstrous grabs the other figure. You turn to flee, but find yourself face to face with a troll. The panic pounding through your brain is interrupted by razor-edged teeth and claws. You snap yourself out of the dead man's memory. The corpse lies on the damp and grimy ground. His hood and mask are missing, and his clothes are shredded. Sagani draws up next to you. You alright? Looked almost like you'd lost your footing for a minute. It happens from time to time. Feels that way when I see into the ether. She watches you quietly. You really are a watcher, aren't you? Once in a great many generations, one of my people is born with the ability to speak to souls. Usually such individuals become elders, or a lone set of tracks in the snow. She cocks her head. I would have thought my journey would be easier if I could see what you see, but looking at you, I'm not sure. Neither am I. Believe it or not, I once would have rejoiced to know I'd be picked to travel far and search for something great. But even these gifts come with a cost, don't they? Forgive me if I was a little skeptical of your abilities before. I can't say I've met a real watcher before. Oh, don't worry about him. He just likes doing that from time to time. Seems to cheer him up, so I just let him. Once you've seen it a few times, the shock wears off. Every time he goes a little strange in the face, I try to see if I can hear anything. Kinda grins. It hasn't worked so far. See if you can get him to tell you what the spirit said. Everybody's got their 2 cents, I guess.
As you wish.
I'll take a look.
Vicious, foul-smelling sludge ebbs in the trench. Okay, so we got ooze. More ooze. These are biggins. This it probably reaches out over here. But let's... Oh, jeez. There's a lot of crap in here. We'll go ahead and save it.
Hey. All right then. Well? Hey. Yes.
Yes?
He can't really get to it with his stuff.
So much for you.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see what lies this way.
Alright, not too bad in here.
What is it?
Okay. Thought I had these damn animals on aggressive stuff. Okay.
Keeping an eye out.
There we go. I guess because we're technically not in combat, he can't really use anything.
I'm here.
He just can't use anything, period. Alright. Oh, damn.
Yes. Of course. Laying low.
Ooh.
You should see this.
Fenwalkers. Plus 20 defense against stuck, paralyzed, hobbled attacks. -3 seconds stuck, paralyzed, hobbled duration. Ooh. I think I know who I'm giving these to.
What do you suppose that bally thing is?
Let's see, DR11. Slash, crush, recovery speed is 45. Fine, plus 2 damage reduction. Yes. So his is DR10. Wait, let's go ahead. Compare. Okay. So slash and crush. Ooh. This has pierce, burn, and freeze. This one has slash and crush. I guess going in the way he... Well, I don't know. Could we go in for trolls and giants and stuff like that? That's crush. Plus 2 damage reduction. Same thing here. Plus 25 defense against confused, charmed, and dominated. I think he'll keep hand and key for now. And who else goes all in? She seems to, honestly. Damage reduction 13. 13, 10, 10, 9, and 10. It's just a lesser black ooze, but you know.
What is it? Yes.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Okay. Oh, well, I guess... I wonder if we're going to be searching these parts. Probably.
See what I can find.
Yes.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Okay, so what we're going to do...
Ready, Watcher.
Okay, so... because they need to be up in front. And then Eater. Go for that one. Durance, you got nothing.
What it?
That's it!
Man, it really goes for her, doesn't it?
Ready, Watcher.
Oh.
Yes.
Slow and silent.
Okay, so can't go over there.
I'm here.
That's it! Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Okay, no traps, that's good. This whole area. Here's something down there. Oh, we got some dank spores.
I'll have it in no time.
Skeletons. This guy. Aaron. This small Orland man appears to have pulled together some crates and scraps of cloth to make a rather sorry-looking little camp. The thick fur on his limbs is matted, and his clothing smeared with blackening grime. He looks startled as you enter, his eyes widening in alarm.
Hail and well met.
Hello there. Wasn't expecting any visitors down in these parts. He glances around the dim room. What are you doing down here? Eeyore grimaces. I've been a little down on my luck lately. Didn't have anywhere to stay, so I thought I'd come down here. Nobody pokes around in the catacombs much. Not until you, anyway. Oh, survival, stealth, intellect? Cool. Oh yeah, and I looked up why I couldn't do some of the ones, and it... Unless it's like a big story thing, your character can only use theirs for some reason. I don't know. It's weird. So we're going to be stuck with just whatever our character has, unless it's stuff like this, which everybody can use, I believe. There are less dangerous places to live as meager a life. You're hiding from something, or someone. A sad tale, but not the whole story. I think... What are you hiding? The Orland looks away, clearly agitated. I'm just trying to get by. There's nothing else to it, and if that isn't to your liking, there's a whole lot of catacombs out there for you to have all yourself. You make a poor liar. Well, if you tell me, perhaps I can help. Bjorn opens his mouth to snap something, his hands balled into fists, but he thinks better of it. He shakes his head slowly, expression resigned. Bjorn sighs heavily. Very well, it's true. I've been hiding from the knights down here, but it isn't what you think. He ducks his head. It was an accident. It's been hard for me here in Defiance Bay. I suppose I thought if I got involved in city business, if I made the right friends, it would get easier in time. And it did, really. I made a name for myself, a place. People actually listen to me when I talk. Well, they used to. People can get very passionate about these things. We were discussing, I think it was shipping agreements, of all the things to fight over. But this one night, this man, he got very angry. I think maybe he had a little too much at the end. Ewan pauses. And I guess he didn't like an Orland talking back at him. I struck him, he came towards me, and I hit him. And he went over like a tree. I guess he struck his head on the way down. Ewan lowers his gaze and shrugs helplessly. Turns out he was a knight. The Crucible knights won't care how it happened. They just want me gone. They won't let me live long enough to see the rope. Please, he looks at you with a pleading expression. I just want to get out of this city. The second I can get money for passage, I won't trouble anyone again. I swear it. I'll live quietly, but you can't, please, you can't tell them I'm here. Your secret is safe. We could give them 300 copper. Here, this should be enough to buy your passage out of Defiance Bay. Your secret is safe with me, Eon. Eon lets out a breath, sagging with relief. Thank you, truly. I know you're an honest man. I only wish the knights would hear me out. I'd rather just explain things. Eon nods in agreement. Anything else I can do for you? What can you tell me about these catacombs? He smiles wryly. I haven't explored too much of it, to be honest. Got lucky finding this little corner of it, but let me think. Well, the canal there, that's Grogan's canal. Grogan was the dwarf that planned the whole thing. It runs up through the through two Odr's gifts, spills out into the sea there. Otherwise, it's just a lot of bones. There's the Warrens for people that couldn't afford better, but it's all flooded now. The fancier folks, they have their own resting places down here, drier places. The ducks of the Deerwood are down here actually. If you want to pay your respects, have you seen a woman named Rona? Ian shakes his head. Sorry, but I don't know anyone by that name. I know I'm not the only one down here, however. I hear voices now and then from across the canal. Sounds like they're coming from the northwest. We need to talk about your past. Ewan's expression falls. Yes, I've told you what happened. I only beg you not to tell anyone. Let's give him 300 copper. We have a good amount of money. Ewan stares at you in disbelief, but this is... His face twists as he struggles for words. They said you were a kind soul, but I wouldn't have imagined. This will see me out of the city and well away. I'm not sure I could ever thank you enough, but here, take this. I hope it's some use to you on your journey. You have my lasting gratitude, friend. I should get ready. We gain rabbit fur gloves. Decide Eorn's fate. Well, we already did that. Oh, okay. Addendum added a voice from the past. So we got some gloves. So 0.1 to crit damage multiplier. He has gloves. Fulvanos, plus 2 to dexterity. He needs to keep that. I think that could work with us. We don't have gloves. You know, if we get like a crit. Oh, okay. Hey, camping supplies. Which actually we kind of need because
I'm on the trail.
we're gonna need to camp soon. The smoldering fire is strewn with the meager remains of a recent meal, fish bones, and molded ring. Yeah, who cares? The wobbly little tent is barely standing. The queen that was, and still is. Dear sisters, do you still remember your first deliverance? When you strangled your first wrongdoer? Did you see the moment when life became death? Could you see the instance when your victim realized that Woedica forgets nothing? When Woedica takes back her throne, will you face her with pride, knowing you have held to your own oaths, or will you be amongst the word breakers? Woedica teaches vengeance and memory, and while she is in exile, we must be her eyes and ears that let no injustice slip from record. We must be clenched fists that silences the lying breath. When Woedica takes back her throne, all the injustices that have slipped through the cracks of history will be rightened. The villains hiding in plain sight amongst the innocent will feel the burned queen's choking grasp. Pray that you live to see the day when you will join our queen in this cleansing of the wicked. But know, my sisters, that we must be ready to see the end of our days without the return of our queen, for she will take back her throne, but it may be our daughters that serve the restored court. We must continue to live as we have always lived, hated by the other face, even though we place justice above our own well-being. At least the Empire of Adir still holds our creed in proper esteem. It is a proper sign of respect that by imperial customs our clergy must oversee a contract for it to be legally binding. For who else understands the value of remembering the oaths than Woedica's faithful? And let us not count our current value of remembering one oaths than Woedica's... Oh shit. our current blessings, for we still enjoy the support of the Paladin Order of the Steel Garret. They too understand that society is built and broken by the oaths and rules of its people. When Woedica takes back her throne, my family will know that I was right to commit my life to the exiled queen. When Woedica takes back her throne, the Strangler will stop being a story told to frighten our daughters, but a hero woven into parables that teach our children justice. When Woedica takes back her throne, she will bring her flawless memory with her. Every transgression, every crime, and every injustice will be revealed. When Woedica takes back her throne, even gods will be spared their due retribution. Okay.
Naya.
The hell is that sound? Alright, nothing over here.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea.
You're not very quiet, man.
Which is not very quiet.
Yeah, you're not quiet at all. Alright, we're gonna go over here and come in through the other way. Because I want to go in here before we do anything down there. Oh, I thought it turned sneak off. I was wondering why they were going so damn slow. Okay, so.
Yes.
Ready, Watcher.
Following your lead. Fine.
Ooh.
Yes? I shall. Hey.
Okay. Alright, so Skeletal Ranger. Okay, so there's still skeletons. Or actually, you know what? We'll do this one. Wow, he was able to sneak up like that. Wow.
Leave it to...
Okay, so now.
Aye?
Well, that didn't work out very well.
Ready, Watcher.
I have the Aru beyond seek.
What is it?
And what does the flame reveal?
Not much.
As you wish.
Good coin, though. Fine scale armor.
Hey.
Yes.
Keep messing that up.
How may I help?
Okay. I knew they could do it without really getting hit.
How may I help?
Well,
Okay, it's not really much in here. Alright, so you will stay here.
Ready, Watcher.
You'll stay here as well. You're staying here.
If it makes you rest easier.
Oh, shit.
Of course.
what is... What is it?
Oh no, they're just all gonna run down. Well, the animals are down. Automatically. Ooh, where are you going, buddy? Dang it, I was really hoping that this thing... Oh my god. He has none of these left? What? Oops. I also don't know how the bear is still alive, but he's doing his own thing.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh, we got the troll on our side for a little bit. Durance literally can't do anything. Damn you, Durance, you're freaking useless. Oh, okay. Oh, we can set those. Okay, cool. Okay, so he's out of everything.
Following your lead.
Damn, he's not on our side anymore.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh good, he spawned his own thing. Thank God.
Get on!
Oh, finally, they took down one of the damn trolls. Alright, but Aloth is down.
I'm here.
See, if Eater goes down, then we can't do this. Okay, but now everybody can just focus on the troll. And he has his stuff back up, so... 12 seconds, or 3 of them for 20. We'll do the skeletons.
Following your lead.
Yes.
Honestly, can't believe we did that, so...
A blade in the dark.
Oh, god. Alright. Hopefully it's just this one.
Well,
Aye?
Hello? Hello?
yes.
What do you suppose that bally thing is?
It's an opal. Whatever that is. Alright, let's camp. And what do we want to do? Damage reduction 2. Down here we're having... Was it primordial, probably? Let me see. So they're vessels, and then spores, primordial. What are trolls? Wilder. I'd rather have it on Wilder, to be honest. Any ideas?
You know, there are accounts of Watchers in all of the regions I've visited. If the adventuring life doesn't work out for you, you could always read souls for coin, give people advice, tell them which family they're related to, and whom they should duel for past offenses.
I'll keep that in mind. Probably safer than fighting off beasts, Cannon chuckles, and you get so much drama out of it. Alright, so now we go back down here.
I'll see what I can find.
Potion of deleterious alacrity of motion. Plus 50% attack speed. Okay, but negative 11 endurance. Okay, and that goes Temple of Woedica. Finish exploring the top part.
Ready, Watcher.
What?
Hey. In
Well,
keeping an eye out.
Ready, Watcher.
How may I help? This thing.
well,
Whoops.
I'm here.
Okay.
well,
I'll see what I can find. I shall.
well,
Okay, let's see. We got two ways. Let's go this way.
What do you suppose? What? What do you suppose that bally thing is?
Okay, so we can't disarm that one.
Aye?
What?
Following your lead.
Ready, Watcher.
What is it?
Okay. Helig of Thane and Revenant. A lone figure in tattered robes shuffles across the chamber, muttering under his breath as you approach. The figure halts and swivels its head towards you. Its haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores overgrown by a moss-like beard. What's this? Who disturbs Helig's work? Its voice rattles and gurgles like that of a drowning man. You are Helig? Dalton sent me to look for Rona. What are you doing down here? Research. A hodgepodge of animacy and necromancy. I have peace and quiet as well as an abundant supply of subjects. If there is nothing else, be on your way. What are those creatures behind you? Just a few personal projects. Sorry souls stuck in their mortal shell. Their flesh is as dead as mine, though their minds are not as well maintained. They flock to me like worms to drakes. They're not half as intelligent, but... He watches as one stumbles into a desk. They serve for amusement. I was just exploring the catacombs. The figure aims a gnarled finger at the door. Then go. And thank your gods I'm not hungry. You're Helig? Dalton sent me to look for Rona. He leans back and bursts into raucous laughter. His threadbare robes drift apart, revealing an amulet and a ragged wound running from his from chest to throat. It spatters a black, vicious fluid on the floor with every cackle. That old fool is still alive. I do hope he still doesn't bear a grudge for that incident. It was so very long ago. Dalton believes that Rona is in the catacombs. Or, well, let's see. What can you tell me about Dalton? Only that it's a miracle or a joke of the gods that he's still alive. He picks a bloody crust from his beard. The only thing he loved more than his fetching lieutenant was the idea of his own legend. He said you killed Rona and the rest of the Northwatch Rangers. Did he mention that they hunted me down like a rabid dog? He adjusts his moth-eaten robes. I just wanted to continue my studies. Attitudes toward animacy were not what they are now. The necromancers have never met with much acceptance. But they're corpses now, so am I. Surely that's all well enough behind us. Do you know where Rona is? He seems to restrain another bout of chuckling. Oh, you could say that. If you were to retrieve my grimoire from Madrid, I'll let you in on the secret. Alright, what do you need me to do? When animacy started gaining popularity, I came to Defiance Bay in hopes of finding a place where my research would meet with more acceptance. Worked at the Brackenberry Sanitarium for a few months when I met Modred. He spits a glob of black blood on the floor. Let's just say Modred and I didn't see eye to eye. It got so bad we were threatening to kill each other on a daily basis. Obviously, that bastard made good on his threats. He runs a jagged fingernail along his oozing wound, sank a dagger into my chest while I was sleeping, and dumped my body in the catacombs. You used animacy to save yourself? Oh no, Helig waves a half-rotted hand. This is magic. It took a great deal of rather timely preparation, I must say. Even so, it merely anchored my soul to this decaying husk, nothing like the life that was stolen from me. Helig lets out a rattling sigh. And yet you see what a little Angwithian magic can do. My mind is my own, my memory is fresh, and my work can continue. And Modred keeps all that is precious to him in a trunk in his laboratory, just as he stole my grimoire. He offers you a key with a claw-like hand. On your way to Brackenberry Sanitarium, then bring me my grimoire and my revenge, and you can have your Rona. He chokes on a burbling chuckle. Farewell. Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Laying low.
A grim assortment of rusty blades adorns this table. Tarnished locket. Does it do anything? No. The scattered feverish notes detailed various animatic procedures and rites of necromancy. Okay. Let's go back.
You should see.
Mother. Oh, it. Huh? You know what? Good thing I just recently saved. Because that was BS. Jeez, why is it taking so long this time?
As you wish.
What do you suppose that bally thing is?
Oh. Well, then never mind. Let's go and see what's down here, shall we? So we failed to disarm it, which means that... Because I think he has the most, that's why he goes to do it. It's in mechanics, so we need more than 5. Does anyone? No, okay, so he is the most, so his mechanics need to go up next time he levels. I thought we were gonna have to kill them, to be honest. What's this?
Hello? Hello?
Jesus. Older Road Man. In front of you looms the ghostly, hollow image of the man who was present at your awakening. He casts a pale, sickly light in the dank corridor as he regards you.
You are from Kratom, my boy.
His words are an echo in your mind from a time long past, and you know your response before you speak it, as if it had always been. Yes, I was born there? I don't know.
A remarkable city. Truly one of the most impressive we have encountered outside of our own. Many exceptional people who have joined our cause come from Kratom. What made you decide to join our order?
Let's see. I'm honestly not sure.
As long as you are assured in your faith, the rest is not so important. Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen?
I am. Oh, we just lost stuff to bandits. That's why we need that Barracks. The hell is that?
I shall be discreet.
The mercenary eyes you warily as you approach, his weapon readied. What are you doing here? You don't look like one of the mass lots. Thank God we have the intellect, because I didn't want to pay him. Relax. How would I know to be here if I didn't belong? He thinks carefully, then nods. Alright, then. Go on and report to Acolyte, and she'll give you your assignment. They should be just about finished with their meeting in the big chamber. Any idea what's going on around here? A word of advice, friend. Don't ask questions. Just go and do what you're told. Know anything about this place? He shakes his head. As far as can tell, we're underneath first fires, probably under that ruined temple. Okay. Yeah. How long until this thing is completed? 10 hours. You know what? Let's save. The hell?
I wonder what this is.
Oh. Ooh. Can't. Oh, guys.
Been poisoned!
What is it?
You go in first. You think you hear the faint sounds of whispering coming from the skulls, but the words are unintelligible. Why didn't he detect a trap? He should have detected a trap. Alright, Ring of Searing Flames grants combusting wounds. Huh.
Well?
So... grants combusting wounds. I feel like maybe that would be good for him. We get 3 per rest. Oh wait, it's an AoE, 5.0 burn damage over time when dealt damage for 20 seconds. Accuracy 15 versus 42. No idea.
As you wish.
Hello? Hello?
Potion of lengths to placed image. Okay. This place is weird. Olaf falters and brings a hand to his forehead. He takes a staggering step forward, coughing and sputtering.
Back, you clod! Those hooded fiends are nigh to be trusted!
Probably not, but that's no reason to be rude. Kana glances over at Olaf and frowns. Olaf, are you unwell? He grimaces, catching his breath. It's nothing, I'm fine. He coughs again. This probably isn't the best place to linger anyhow. That was weird.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
You hear murmurs and chants on the other side of the door. A ritual of some sort is already underway. Continue in the chamber alone, retreat from the door. Beckon your party to follow into the chamber. You turn your back to the hall. Oh, shit. Beckon your party to follow you into the chamber. You open the door and stride into the chamber, motioning for the rest of your party to accompany you. What is this? Shrouded woman. Several shrouded figures are lined up across a hooded woman. The figure at the head of the line approaches her, and the woman places her outstretched hand on the stranger's forehead. They stand in silent communion as you look on. A few moments later, the stranger steps aside and resumes his place in the circle around the statue. All eyes in the room fall on you, and you hear quick, angry mutters being exchanged. Brothers, sisters, an intruder walks among us. Deal with him. So we immediately just go to battle, okay. And we got the bears still out here, so. Shrouded man. Okay, so this person here does spells. This guy. Wow. A lot just happened at once. I don't want to hit our guys, but... Oh no, this will hit 3 of them. Oh my. So, we have 3 people down, one of them being a heavy hitter. Oh, there's still two more over here. I didn't even see them.
This way is on the job.
Oh, he's on our side now. Okay. I should not be giving him those. How are there 4 now over here? I swear there weren't that many. Well, we can't do this. Now with Aloth down, definitely.
Something sharp.
I can't say. 61%, 52. Where is he? Right there, okay. Okay, so he's summoning this right now, so that's good. Why the hell are you coming to me?
Need something shut.
Okay, we got it. Crumpled at your feet lies the body of a woman. She wears a dark robe that bears an insignia resembling a key. As you approach the woman's body, feelings of rage assault you. The dead woman's voice howls in your ears, and her lingering consciousness rends at yours. Her essence tingles through your bones and membranes. It fills the space between your ears and behind your eyes, clawing deeper into your core. You see a gathering of men and women wearing robes like hers, their faces hidden behind masks. One by one they approach her, whom they know as an acolyte, and she places her hands on each of their foreheads, searching for thoughts. She tests them with ritualistic questions, and they answer that their oath is sealed by the laden key. She asks them for their tasks. She gives them new ones, all without a word. Try to see the tasks. Her essence flares, fighting to boil your blood, burn your memory, and splinter your bones from within. Yet between its strikes, you see flashes of something else, a tower, a prisoner, and a ruin. You funnel all of your concentration into a single effort of will, a sharp point that pins the raging soul in place like an insect in a display case. With the thing under control, you're able to examine it, and 3 thoughts swirling inside. Examine the thought about the tower. Yeah. You see a palimpsest of a neighborhood. Run-down estates are cobbled around a cemetery. In an ancient tower, savage shapes prowl the streets, and in the tower a man haunches over a strange mechanism. You can't see him clearly, but there's something unnatural about him. Somewhere nearby, you see a woman with a scar over her heart. You understand that she has something he needs. You also see a door in the base of the tower, a seemingly impenetrable slab of stone and copper, but then the acolyte reveals the invisible split between the perfectly matched halves, and you understand how the copper veins convert a command into action. You know how to open the door. Inquire about the prisoner. In your mind, you see a building, magnificent with trellises and tiles, and located on a pristine boulevard. The wealthy and learned stroll in and out, trading knowledge and coin. Yet it also houses misery and madness. Somewhere within its rotten core sits a man, his hair matted but his eyes alert. He watches and waits, a prisoner by choice. Look into the ruins. Shrouded woman. The acolyte's vision takes you out of the Defiance Bay into a town in the wilderness with a watermill. A signpost on one of the paths reads Deerford. Several figures huddle together, shrouded in cloaks and hoods. An image of ruin suddenly looms in your mind. 2 skeletal effigies flank a cleft in a mountainside. Back away. Find the tower. Hey everybody, how you doing? Woedica hood. Ooh, we got DR12. Find the place of misery and madness. Find scepter. And a lead key. So we got the key. Travel to Deerford Village. Oh, and we got Novus's Grimoire. Quest completed.
What is it?
Let's see what lies this way.
As you wish.
Wow. Whether by design or by consequence of the sputtering candlelight, the hooded statue's face is almost impossible to see. Torque of Defiance. Only usable by Ranger. 25 defense against charmed, confused attacks, plus 10 defense against dominated attacks, plus 10 concentration. Well, there's 2 rangers actually. Devotees have placed assorted keys, their teeth filed away amongst the runnels of wax. Okay. What do I have right now? Fortitude, reflex, and will. Yeah, we'll just give this to her. Oh, she has of intellect and resolve. Well, who's our most intelligent character? She doesn't have much resolve. Oh, because she has a concussion, okay. But, intellect. So it's 15, I'm guessing, because of the concussion. 18. Actually, we could give it to him. Reflex and healing bonus. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that off. Give him some intellect. Why don't I just keep this here? So where does this go? Oh, we need to search in here still. F5 it. Oh, shoot. Completely. I didn't really forget, but I was thinking, oh, they won't know. Okay, but it's only 3. All 3 mercenaries. Ah, go away. Oh, nope, there's 5.
So much for you. All beyond secret.
All right.
As you wish.
Oh.
Yes.
Eater endurance are close.
Yes.
Ooh, we have another grimoire. And another one.
Well? Laying low.
We have a ton of traps as well. And now that I know how to use them, we just might. Let's see, blinded for 26 seconds. 200, God, fine. Oh, here's combusting wounds, so we can give that ring to someone else. God, they're so expensive. Oh, these are level 3, that's why. 16 to 24 Pierce. I don't think this one's very well. Is very good, so neither one of these I feel are great. Okay, so that's all they had. And I forgot, he does not need these. Only people that can, oops, that can use them. Okay.
Ready, Watcher.
Oops. So we have all those.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
By the deeds of my tongue. And oh, that's not it.
Well,
Initiate. Oh, well. Honestly, I thought I was gonna be doing something else, but...
No. Avadon, yes.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
The queen that was and still is. A book lies on the table, its pages filled with some kind of unintelligible cryptography. The Ader Empire Part 1 Origin, we read that. Okay, so that is all of what's down here. Let's go over there. And see what's up there, shall we? Well, I guess before we do, where were... Okay, so we read that one. Okay. We have, how much coin do we have? 21,000. Be 600 to learn the other two. No, not yet. Not yet. Honestly, I can't believe we haven't died yet. I'm guessing we're going back up. The steward of Caed Noir has received a letter for you. Speak to the steward. Where the hell are we?
Well?
A moment, please. I feel I should explain myself. About my episode in the catacombs. There's something I should have told you earlier.
So tell me now. He clasps his hand together, slowly massaging a knuckle with his thumb. I meant no harm. I thought I could keep it to myself. That when we resolve the matter of your soul, we would also address my problem.
I also have an awakened soul. But, unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times.
He closes his eyes and grits his teeth. His lips quiver and twitch with the vestiges of some internal debates. Several seconds later, he opens his eyes again. They're watery and bloodshot.
I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she.
Why didn't you say something sooner?
I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meowald, I'm certain you can see why. You need to be careful.
Tell me about Isilmir.
Artless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen. Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spill speak.
He grimaces, running his hands through his hair. I have none of her memories. Barath spared me that much. But her coarse manners and intolerable howl speak suggest a provincial from a very, very long time ago. She tends to surface a hair's breadth from conflict when the fuse has burned down and teeth are on edge. And when she shows up, she doesn't stop to gauge the situation, she just acts. She seems reckless. That's it exactly. You recall the way she goaded those villagers in Gilded Vale. She doesn't think, and she doesn't back down, and trying to suppress that has been my problem for years. Is this going to be a problem?
Merely an annoyance. Although, Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there.
If it's helpful to you, we'll go.
Thank you. This has been a great burden.
I'd like to know more about Isilmir, such as when did she awake? My father was a strict man. He expected the best from his only child, and he didn't tolerate failure. His face becomes drawn. At times he could be rather adamant, particularly when he'd been drinking. Isilmir manifested on one such occasion. To be honest, I don't remember the specifics, only that he was more careful with me after that. You said that you learned to hide her a long time ago. My mother instructed me to keep her a secret after she first emerged. She feared that knowledge of my awakening would render me an outcast. Even though Isilmir proved useful against my father, I trusted my mother's advice, and I've since come to see the wisdom behind it. Meowald is an extreme example, but one that I can relate to more and more each year. Could I talk directly to her? He gives you a taunt frown. Her usurpations are uncomfortable enough. I'm not eager to invite her into my consciousness more than necessary. Find an excerpt on awakening somewhere in Defiance Bay. So where the hell are we? We're in the first fires. Holy hell. Well, we were in Copper Lane, weren't we? Yeah. Wow. Well, let's go back to Copper Lane for right now. Oh, no, everybody.
Well?
Well, actually, we need to go back to Caed Nua. Wait. Take 30 minutes. Damn. I don't want to be like 22 hours and then we could have done, you know, or at least started another thing on our estate or whatever it is, because what does it have left? It only has 2 hours left. There we go, that's 4 hours for this one, so that'll be completed and then we can start something at least. Okay, barracks are completed. Now, do we do the Western Barbican? Just so we get, bars the passes of invaders coming across the Isaac Iron River. That one's 3 days, and we can also start getting everything. Let's do it since it's kind of cheap anyway. There we go. And then once we're here, we'll go ahead and rest as well. Speak to
Walls
the
need
messenger.
some work before this place is secured. My husband could fix them right up.
In the Great Hall, which I guess is over in here. But we need to go rest up really quick. No bonus. So we have a barracks.
A few repairs, and this keep will be a sight to see.
Yeah. What else? We did the Eastern Barbican a long time ago. Bright Hollow Restoration, we did that. I think that was the first thing. We got the main keep, the Bailey, that's right. So that's like the grounds around here, I'm guessing. Because this is all still a mess. I bear a message from the Ducal Palace. Greetings, milord. I bear an urgent message from Chancellor Warren of Defiance Bay. He requests that you meet with him at your earliest convenience in the Ducal Palace. Your claim on Caednoa has been called in question by the Gathman family. Earl Benamar has issued a ruling on the matter, but both you and Lord Gathman must be present. Who's Chancellor Warren? He is an arbiter of legal matters for Earl Benamar of the Grasp. Tell him about this Lord Gathman. An old Adrian lineage, I believe. He looks around the Great Hall. The former lord of this stronghold, a distant relative of Lord Gathman, allied himself with the losing side during the War of Defiance. I'll go meet him then. The Chancellor will await you in the records room of the Ducal Palace and first fires. The messenger bows, then strides away. Travel to Ducal Palace in the first fires district of Defiance Bay.
My lord, you've received a letter, delivered with some urgency as it happens. I thought the messenger might swoon, poor dear. It's from Stalwart. Apparently the mayor, Renengild, has heard of your success here at Caednoa and hopes you can be of aid to her people as well.
Where is Stalwart?
Stalwart is located within the mountain range known as the White Marsh, which puts it several days' journey northeast of here. You'll want to wear something warm.
That's a long way for a letter.
People like you come few and far between. And in this case, I believe Renengild is correct in suggesting that your experiences here may give you an edge. It seems she's intent on gaining access to Durgan's battery. And she's offering quite the reward to anyone who can get inside.
A reward, she says, for getting into the battery. That's a reward of its own, surely.
What is Durgan's battery?
The dwarves of the battery fashioned Durgan steel, and with it they crafted the finest arms and armor the Deerwood has ever known. But the keep has been abandoned for centuries, and none remain that know their secrets. There are many legends concerning the battery. As the Earl told it, the dwarves fought amongst themselves, each seeking to use the battery to further his or her own ambitions. Greed and cruelty brought down the battery, and now the spirits of those same dwarves roam the halls. Whatever happened, the battery has been impenetrable ever since. A shame. I don't doubt that there are great treasures still within those halls.
Perhaps I'll pay Stalwart a visit.
Oh, just think! The greatest of the dwarven strongholds! Ours to explore!
I should mention that among those rumored to have answered Renengild's summons is a certain group I believe you may have an interest in. Followers of Woedica, intent on reaching Stalwart and the battery. I do not know what they seek there, but I thought it worth mentioning, given your interest in the ruins at Defiance Bay. Now that I've delivered Renengild's message, there is also a local matter of some concern, my lord. A mercenary band has been sighted to the northeast. I believe they mean to take Consul Hot's tower, and I don't expect the Archmage will go quietly.
Consul Hot's one of the greatest wizards of our generation!
Alof fidgets and flutters, vacillating between anxiety and excitement. He appears to be at a loss for words.
The Torn Bannermen are a deadly fighting force, and Consul Hot himself has sent many travelers to their graves. I would caution you to stay clear of the region if you do travel to the White Marsh. It is not that I doubt your courage, my lord, but Consul Hot alone boasts power of a different scale altogether to those foes you have faced thus far. Given more time, perhaps, you will match him. If the Bannermen succeed in their efforts, I fear they may turn their attention to Caednoa. I will keep you apprised of the situation, my lord.
Do you know anything else about these mercenaries?
Little enough, I'm afraid. The Torn Bannermen are well supplied and well organized, and there are rumors that they are backed by an unknown benefactor. They have proved remarkably effective in the past, and they are certainly a threat now.
Who is Consul Halt?
A famed archmage. I am given to understand that the Brackenberry Sanitarium puts much stock in his work, as regards the manipulation of the soul. His spells are widely circulated. But he is poorly regarded in many circles. Some call him a madman, or else cruel and barbarous. He must be very old by now. Perhaps that is why the Torn Bannermen believe they can best him. Safe travels, my lord.
Travel to Stalwart. I think that's DLC, because it says the White Marsh. Travel to Cragholt and investigate the conflict. Wow. Wow. Through Death's Gate, the Laden Key has sent operatives to find the site, though their purpose is unknown to me. Undying Heritage. Find the tower. The Man Who Waits. Find the place of misery and madness. Yeah, okay, so the White Marsh. This is the DLC. We won't be doing that one. Probably until we finish the main game. And then Holy Hell with the side quests. Library, Barracks, Treasury. Dungeon. So okay, nothing really here yet. Do we? I didn't think I had the library yet. No, because we get a lore bonus if we slept here. Okay. But we have the Barracks, so. Or Barracks. So let's see how they look. Looking pretty good. Okay, so now I think when people come to, you know, like they need, or they want to, like that other person, I can't remember what the hell it was, but we can have people here.
I feel sorry for whoever has to clean up this place.
Yeah, me too. But what do we want to do? I feel like, let's travel to Cragholt and investigate the conflict. They said that one they said might not be able to do it at the moment. Two-sided. Find an expert on awakening somewhere in Defiance Bay. A voice from the past. Over to Brackenberry Sanatorium. The heirloom breastplate. We could do that one. Actually, yeah. So I want to do this one just to get that other one over. Told me that his breastplate would be somewhere in the Crucible Keep in First Fires. He also mentioned that Penhelm, the keeper of the armory, was one of the officers who had him expelled and is unlikely to return the heirloom. So, Crucible Keep in First Fires. Let's also check real quick. Do we have... Because I know a lot of people now don't have the minor regeneration things. Movement speed. Okay, so I feel like that one. Wizard's Devil. These will be good for people who stand back. So I think he could use one. Then again, no. I guess again the people who staying back, he can do it on his own. Ooh. Still has one. You have none. Okay. We did get a couple. Yeah, DR-12 / Pearson shock. I wonder if we can make it fine, but that's not much. Then we can do one of these, so no. We'll keep it here though, just in case. So, again, we've really explored everything in Copper Lane. So let's go to First Fires. Okay.
Ah, the life of a traveler. So many ruins to uncover, places to see.
Indeed. Though after 5 years. I'll be ready.
Crucible Keep, so that's in here. Right. Crucible Keep, yeah. So, okay. Oh, wait. No. The stones of the ancient tower have been blackened by centuries-old fires, surrounded by a patch of wildflower that looks like a memorial. Oh yeah, shoot, after getting all that experience, I want to see where we're at with level ups. Not too bad, just under 1500. Same thing, so they're roughly all around the same. Endurance is the least.
Hail, traveler.
Aldemar gives you an appraising eye. Judging by the scars on his face, he's lucky to be able to do that much. Every day we get more from the hinterlands pouring into Defiance Bay. Keeps us busy on the watch, it does. You look like you recently arrived yourself. Who are you? A soldier of the Crucible Knights and proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep so that Commander Cliver can focus on more important matters. Looking for something, or just knocking the dirt off your boots? What goes on in Crucible Keep? This is the headquarters of the Crucible Knights, so it's where we store arms and armor, as well as where many of our soldiers bunk. Commander Cliver's in the back, making plans as usual. He scratches a scarred cheek. You'll find the forge at the west end of the building, along with our master smith, Dunstan. There's also a shrine to the golem, if you're the praying type. Tell me about the Crucible Knights. We're the defenders of Defiance Bay. We're not exactly a formal knighthood, but don't tell Commander Cliver I said that. He grins. We were the first organized militia to oppose Adrian rule, and today we're the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by that critter out in Dunred Row. What's this about Dunred Row? Just a requirement of the Crucible Knights, so the higher-ups know there's nothing messy built in your soul's past. Aldmar widens his stance. Keeping the ranks pure is fine by me. I just wish they were more careful in hiring their ciphers. What's wrong with the ciphers? He shifts his weight and glances at the empty halls. They're mostly Orlans. I'm sure they're talented enough, but you just can't trust them. Hostility is in their nature, and they've learned to hide it over the years. He frowns and crosses his arms. All I'm saying is they should at least be supervised by other folk. That's reasonable enough, isn't it? If people treated them better, you wouldn't have to worry about them being so hostile. Aldmar shrugs. I'm just speaking the truth. Nowadays it seems that that's the biggest crime of all. That's all.
They won't see me coming.
Let's see. Got the forge, barracks, shrine of Avadon, war room. So be somewhere in Crucible Keep in First Fires. That Penhelm, the keeper of the armory, was one of the officers. Okay, so it didn't tell us where, just that it'll be in here. Oh, there's nobody in here though. Okay.
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Nah. Tongues of flame lick at the forge, hissing with smoke as hot as a dragon's breath. Tongs, hardies, hammers, fullers, and punch tools hang from the wall. They feel heavy and sturdy, but their flame darkened surfaces testify to frequent use.
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week.
The dwarf bustles between a sweltering forge fire and a work table. He wipes one muscle-knotted arm across his brow. Show him the pieces of blade and the endless pass. I found several fragments of an ancient sword. Do you think you could repair it? Dunstan gives a low whistle. That's a fine blade indeed. He holds one fragment in his rough hands. Looks Adrian, special made. Must have been a commission for a champion of some sort. He hands the shard back to you. A sword of this caliber would have had a specifically designed hilt, too. It would be a shame to graft anything else onto it, and besides, it'll balance best with all the original pieces. You find the rest of it, and I'll forge it for you. Ooh. So we need to do more on the Endless Pass. Something else on your mind? What do you do here?
I'm a forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too.
Tell me about the Knights.
We were all smiths back in Hodred's day, though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. We're a fearsome fighting force, though these days I think Cleaver takes more pride in our parade formations.
He thinks himself a progressive man, but he's obsessed with soul lineages and connections to the Deerwoods heroes of old. He picks up his hammer again. Other than Dunred Row, who really knows about any of that, though?
Keeping an eye out.
Oh wait, let's go. The blades are razor sharp.
Hail and well met.
The young novitiate's armor is recently shined and his hair is clean and neatly combed. It's hard to believe he's ever seen battle, or that the scarred antique breastplate he wears could possibly be his. Are you looking for something? Does the name Osric sound familiar? Oh wait, what would do too? Tell me about the Knights of the Crucible. We're the primary defenders of Defiance Bay. Yes, we know all this. How does someone become a knight? We don't take just anyone. Our members share soul legacies with the very men and women who defended this land a century and a half ago. He chooses his weight and costs. Anyhow, Commander Cleaver is responsible for initiations, but he rarely accepts foreigners. Does the name Osric sound familiar? He sniffs. If you've got any self-respect, you won't associate with him, or with any of his new friends at the Expedition Hall, for that matter. Scamps and delinquents, the lot of them. What's the story between you two? Osric has always held some controversial opinions, but they went overlooked for the longest time because his family has such an extensive history of service in the Crucible Knights. He frowns and crosses his arms. He finally went too far. He had the gall to suggest that we had strayed too far from our roots, that some of our officers were beginning to resemble agier nobility. He rubs a spot on his bracer with a silk handkerchief. He would have us all wear rough spun and fight with forge hammers. I merely reported his statements. If the knights obsessed over their past, they wouldn't have grown into the fighting force they are today. Penham nods. I quite agree, and that's why Osric has no place here. He says your affidavit is a forgery. Just what would he know about that? It's perfectly convenient for him to cast aspirations. What with his pedigree in the Knights, he folds his arms. He blinks at you. It's a lie, of course. Is that his breastplate you're wearing? It was. He looks down and admires it. It became property of the Crucible Knights when he was discharged. Now, it's mine. And it's not for sale. It's, if that's what you're wondering, not every day you find armor that was used in a rebellion. On that we can agree. Farewell. Huh. Find Penhelm's affidavit at Crucible Keep. Okay, I was gonna say. I was like, man, how are we gonna do that now? We can't just kill everybody in here. Yeah, let's go into the barracks.
I'm on the trail.
I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
I mean, you know, why not?
I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment. I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment. I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Oh. We'll get that in a minute. Thick grime cakes the bottom of the tub. The towel hanging from the side gives off an awful stench. There's nothing in here? Okay. Penham's affidavit. Curran, a cipher duly appointed and employed by Dunwood Row, does hereby certify that novitiate A.M. Penham has been found to have a soul free of any subversive influence or tainted essence. The scroll is stamped with the seal of Dunwood Row and signed by both Penham and Curran. This is a record of active patrols and reported crimes of Ondrin's Gift. Blacksmith Knights, a short history of the Knights of the Crucible.
I'll have it in no time.
Oh, hi, sir.
The work of a moment.
Edict of Arrest. This edict calls for the arrest of Eorn, whose recent actions have led to the death of a Knight of the Crucible. It requests reporting any information to Justir Aldmar. It is signed Commander Cliven. Ooh. See anything in here? The painting shows a row of warriors standing atop the walls of Defiance Bay while Adriar's ships sail away. Daily affirmations of focus and efficiency. This is the symbol of Avadon, a colossal smithing hammer imposed over a circular gear. It's smooth and bright with buffling oils. Well, let's go back. Where the hell was he? In here. And get that to him real quick. I want to do it just so I don't forget.
Strange place for a shrine to Avadon, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
I knew some soldiers who got recruited by the Knights after the war was over. They told me about it, some about it. They get these young kids in there and they tell them about blacksmithing and about the revolution and about tradition. Talk about the Golem like he created the Crucible Knights in his forge to go win Deerwood's independence. Then they join, and it turns out all any of those knights ever talks about is when are we going to get recognized as a real knighthood? When are we getting our titles and our land? Their High Justice wants to be an earl. Says it's Avadon's will. He's got a castle and an army. You wonder how long he'll wait before he starts a war over it, saying Avadon told him to. Seems like some members do still take their ideals seriously. For all we know, maybe Avadon is telling him to. They don't seem all bad. They're keeping peace in Defiance Bay. There is the kernel of something good in there, I think. Some good people wanting to do right by each other. Trouble is, they're headed away from it. Okay. No, everybody.
Yes.
Good day to you.
Orsnick, I guess? Is that his breastplate? Oh wait, hold on. Maybe I didn't read that correctly. Bring Penum's Affidant to Curran. Okay. Penum seems to have taken Orsick's armor for his own, but I have his affidant in hand as a possible bargaining chip. Curran, the cipher who signed off on Penum's affidant, works at Heron House in Brackenberry. He should know for certain whether or not affidant is genuine. Okay. So we need to go to Brackenberry now. Gotcha. I think we explored everywhere, right? Oh, we didn't go up here.
Nice and quiet.
Oh, there's Cliver.
We just don't have the
I'll have it in no time.
Nah, you don't need to. Can't get it. Development of the Crucible Knights Part 1 lower ranks. I think we have that. Edict of Arrest. This edict calls for the rest of era. Oh, we read that. Development of Crucible Knights Part 2 senior ranks. This map shows the environment surrounding Defiance Bay. Flags mark strategic access points to the city.
Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
Why don't you have enough soldiers?
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Hailmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
Is there any way I can help? I know how to handle myself. He gives you a thin smile. Always refreshing to meet someone who'd rather fix a problem than complain about it. Forge Master Dunstan is working with an animancy scholar to build what we're calling Forge Knights. Warriors that can patrol our streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. Some agitator throws a rock at them. We don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. He's constructed the armor, but we need the scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times my novitiates have checked. Vienna lives with the rest of the Scriveners out in Copper Lane, but I haven't the soldiers to spare at the moment. Go to the Scriveners' dormitory and see if you can find her. When you get the research, just bring it to Dunstan. This is his area of expertise anyway. Once you have brought him the research, he can sell you any arms or armor if you have need. He forges and repairs all of your equipment. You won't find a more capable smith in Defiance Bay. Was there something else I can do for you? You're in charge of the Crucible Knights. Here in Defiance Bay, anyhow. The High Justice is the leader of our order, but he's currently stationed at Fleetbreaker Castle. My job is to oversee our forces in Defiance Bay to keep order for the Duke. Tell me about the Knights of the Crucible. We already know all about the Knights of the Crucible. What do the dozens have against you? We heard about that earlier. They're demagogues and troublemakers. Most of them are mercenaries on a good day and street thugs the rest of the time. Okay. Tell me about these enterprising families. House de Manel, namely, they're one of the city's oldest noble families and its largest criminal organization. Their patriarch, Gedmar, has been trying to take advantage of the turmoil to expand his operations. We've kept on top of him, and he hasn't been too happy about that. I see. Goodbye. Okay, so another one. Go to Scrivener's dormitory in Copper Lane. And on that note, we are going to be stopping here. It's a long one, but hey, we did a shit ton and got a bunch of quests too. So, hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day, and I'll see ya. Bye.